say, "I'm never going to a nursing home"? Well, most people feel like they don't want to. I haven't found anyone who says they do want to go to a nursing home. But what's the likelihood of you having to go to a nursing home? 70% of individuals over the age of 65 are going to need some type of long-term care. That could be in-home care, assisted living, or nursing home care. 40% of those people are going to end up in a nursing home, and 20% are actually going to spend more than 5 years in a nursing home. So it begs the question, how are you going to pay for that long-term care? There are only 6 ways to pay for long-term nursing home care: Medicare, long-term care insurance, veterans benefits, long-term care benefits, private pay, and the final way is Medicaid. So let's take them one at a time. Let's start with Medicare. Many people mistakenly believe that Medicare is going to pay for their nursing home care, and the truth is it won't. Medicare may pay up to 100 days of skilled nursing care, but if you have to spend the rest of your life in a nursing home, 100 days, 3 months, is a drop in the bucket. You have to be in need of skilled care. That means it has to be supervised, or the care must be provided by a nurse, a doctor, occupational therapist, or physical therapist. For Medicare to pay anything, you've had to spend 3 midnights in a hospital. If you've been in the hospital for 3 days and then you go to rehab, the first 20 days will be picked up 100% by Medicare. Day 21 through day 100 have a $157 a day copay. So even if Medicare is paying day 21 through day 100, that's still going to be an out-of-pocket cost of over $14,000. The second way, long-term care insurance. Not a lot of people have long-term care insurance, and even if you do, it's the old type of use it or lose it. Some people will take advantage of their long-term care insurance because they'll be in a nursing home for a long time. My grandmother could have used that. She was in the nursing home for 8 years. My grandfather had a heart attack and died the next day, never saw the inside of a nursing home. If he had had long-term care insurance, he would have wasted all those premiums. I'm happy to say that long-term care insurance has improved greatly, and there are many options now that are no longer a use it or lose it type of policy. There's no cost or obligation to find out what kind of options might be appropriate for you. Veterans pension benefits is the third way to pay for long-term care. This gets to be very complicated. You had to serve during a period of war. It had to be active duty. Reserve does not count. You had to be on active duty for 90 days. If you were serving after September of 1980, it has to be 120 days of active duty. You had to have a discharge of something other than dishonorable. You have to have unreimbursed medical expenses that aren't covered by insurance or Medicare, that come close to or exceed your income. You also need to have help with 2 activities of daily living. The VA recognizes transferring, getting in and out of a bed or chair, feeding, not cooking, but actually getting the food to your mouth, dressing, bathing, and toileting, understanding the wants of nature, getting to the bathroom, taking care of business, and coming out. You also have to have limited assets in your name or the name of a revocable living trust. Any asset in a revocable living trust is still a countable asset for VA benefits. That's pretty much all I can talk about in terms of veterans benefits in this video, because it is very specific to the individual person. We would encourage you to come in if you are a wartime veteran to talk about how this benefit might help you pay for unreimbursed medical expenses during a free initial conference. The next way to pay for long-term care is to private pay. Pull out that checkbook and write the check every month. The average cost of a nursing home care today in St. Louis County is $8,000 a month. There are some nursing homes that are as high as $14,000 a month. Who can afford to pay at $8,000 a month, $96,000 a year, or pay it for very long without going broke. The next way to pay for long-term care is what we call long-term care benefit plan. And what that is, we can convert a life insurance policy into a monthly income to help pay for care. If you have a life insurance policy that has a death benefit between $50,000 and $1 million, we can convert that and get some of those premiums that you have paid out to help pay for your long-term care. This isn't for everyone, but if you're going to let your life insurance lapse because you can no longer afford to pay the premium because you need in-home care or to move to assisted living, let us know. Maybe we can squeeze some of those premiums out to help pay for that care. It will still have a small death benefit, and it can be a whole life policy, a term policy, group, or universal life. Again, I'd be happy to talk to you about what kind of options that you might have with that. The last way to pay for nursing home care is Medicaid. Medicaid has become the long-term care provider for the average middle-class citizen. To be able to be in a Medicaid bed, you have to be in a Medicaid licensed facility. It's in a semi-private room in a Medicaid designated bed. Medicaid will pay for skilled nursing care more than it will pay for in-home care. There's a very small chance of getting in-home care for a very limited period of time. So basically, it only will pay for skilled nursing care. When you are on Medicaid, not only are you in a semi-private room, but all of your income goes to the nursing home every month except for $50 a month. That $50 a month is supposed to pay for your toiletries, your slippers, your clothing, your haircuts, your nail care. Medicaid does not pay for dental, it does not pay for hearing aids or hearing aid batteries, and it'll only buy a pair of eyeglasses every 2 years. Do you think dentures and hearing aids and glasses ever get lost, stolen, thrown away, or stepped on in a nursing home? All the time. It's very difficult for most people to live on $50 a month. Have I answered all your questions today? Probably not, because there's a lot to be covered and a lot more that we can talk about. If you have some specific questions, email me at dvuga@vugaelderlaw.com. If you'd like to call for an initial conference, free, no obligation, call us, 636-394-0009. If you're looking for some more general information or information about us, visit our website at vugaelderlaw.com.